is our first question. Prove that root 3 is irrational. We all know that root 3 is irrational, but we have to prove it. So, in order to prove, we will assume root 3 is rational. Okay, we will start with an assumption and finally we will prove that it is irrational because our assumptions were wrong. We will conclude like that. Okay, so first we will assume that root 3 is rational. Anyways, rational number, we know the definition of rational number. A number which can be represented in P by Q form is known as rational number. So if root 3 is rational, we can write root 3 is same as or root 3 in form of P by Q or A by B. Okay, so we will write root 3 is equal to A by B because it is rational. Now, A and B don't have any common factors. See, whenever we write fractions, no, we will write it in the simplest form. Okay, from the smaller classes itself, we are familiar to that. So in that case, A and B won't have any common factors. So we have to mention that don't have common factors. Then what we will do is we will just take this B to the other side. We can take that B, right, to this side. So it will become root 3B is equal to A. Now in the next step, we will square both. We will put a square. So root 3B, the whole square is equal to A square, like this. Now root 3B, the whole square. We know root 3, the whole square is root 3 into root 3, that is 3. So it is 3B square here. So 3B square is equal to A square. Okay, this is what we got now. Now, what we can say, see, we can take this 3 to the other side, no? We can take that 3 to the other side. Okay, we are taking that. So B square will become A square by 3. See, what happened? A square number is equal to A square by 3. A square number is A square by 3. So what we can say is A is divisible by 3. That is what we got now. A is divisible by 3. Then only a square number will become same as A square by 3. So A is divisible by 3. That means 3 is a factor of A. 3 is a factor of A. Now, 3 is a factor of A means we can take A as 3 into C, where C is another integer. C, A is divisible by 3 or 3 is a factor of A means we can write A like this. A is equal to 3 into C. Okay. Now, let us substitute this here. Okay. In place of A, we can give 3C in this equation. So let us give the equation number 1 here and equation number 2 here. So from 1 and 2, what we get is 3B square equal to, in place of A, we can give 3C. Okay, here in place of A, we can give 3C. So 3C the whole square, right? Here we have a square over A and in place of A, we have put 3C. So 3C the whole square it became. Now 3B square equals, here the square is outside the bracket, so it is applicable to 3 as well. So it is 3 square C square. See, what we get is 3B square equals 3 square, that is 9. Okay, 9C square. Now, if we take that 3 to the other side, what we get is B square equals 9C square by 3. Right? That is B square is 3C square. Okay. Now what we get is B square is a multiple of 3. Right? 3 is here. That means b square. This is a square number and it is a multiple of 3. Means what? 3 is a factor of b square, or it will happen only if 3 is a factor of b. 3 is a factor of b. Now, this is against our assumption. In the beginning, we have written a and b don't have common factors. This is our assumption. So let us mark it as our assumption. So finally, we can tell that, see, 3 is a common factor for a and b. 3 is a common factor for a and b. This is against our assumption, right? So we can say root 3 is not rational. In the beginning, we assume that it is rational, but now we prove that it is not rational, otherwise it is irrational. This is our next question. Prove that 2 root 3 plus root 5 is an irrational number. Okay, here it is a combination of two numbers, right? A combination. First term is 2 root 3 and next is root 5. In the first question, it was not like that. Only a single number was given, root 3 itself. So here, what we are going to do is, procedure is almost the same. We will write, assume 2 root 3 plus root 5 is rational. We will always begin like that, okay? We will assume that it is rational. When it is rational, we can write it in P by Q form. So we will write it as it is same as A by B, okay? Now, in the next step, we will take that B to the other side. See, this B is now in the denominator part. Okay, division is done with this B. When we take it to the other side, it will become multiplication. B into 2 root 3 plus root 5 is equal to A. Now, as in the previous question, we will square both sides. Okay, here what we get is B square into 2 root 3 plus root 5, the whole square is equal to A square. See, we have squared both sides. Now, this is of the form A plus B, the whole square, right? That is A plus B. Identity we can use. A plus B, the whole square is A square plus 2AB plus B square. So in place of A, here in the question, in place of A, we have 2 root 3. So A square will become 2 root 3, the whole square, which is same as 2 root 3 into 2 root 3. 2 into 2, 4. Root 3 into root 3, that is root 3 into root 3 is 3. So it is 4 into 3, that is 12. So in place of A square, we have 12. Next, in place of B, here in the question, we have root 5. So in place of B, we have root 5. So here B square will become root 5 square. Root 5 into root 5 is 5. Next, we have to check what is the middle term. As the middle term, we have 2AB, that is 2 into, in place of A, we have 2 root 3. In place of B, we have root 5. Okay, so this is what we have here. So we will give all these values here. We have B square into 12. 12 plus, here 2 into 2, 4. 4 root 15. 4 root 15 plus, see this term, 5 is equal to A square. Now, we have 12 plus 5. 12 plus 5, 17 plus 4 root 15 here, and we can take this B square to the other side, right? We can take this B square to the other side. See, so we have A square by B square. Okay, now what we have, A by B was representing a rational number, right? So A square by B square is also rational. But here we have a root 15 here. Okay, so we know root 15 is not rational, it is irrational. So 17 plus 4 root 15 is irrational, right?
So next what we have to do is just rearrange the things as in this picture and make root 15 on one side and the other things on the other side. So we can say root 15 is not rational, but the right hand side is rational. This is against our assumption. Thus we can conclude that our assumption was wrong. So similar questions, so many questions are there. I have done it for you and it is included in the notes. It is given in the description as the link. So all of you search that and learn well. Thank you.